Here we have the trend PRT, or professional router table. Similar to the CRT, which we've done a little talk on, difference mainly is the way it's built. This is much more durable, it's stronger, and instead of the bed being like a melamine faced chipboard, this is extruded aluminium. Obviously costs a bit more money, but being professional, that's what it's all about. Comes with the same features. We have an angled fence, 90-degree slide fence, set to whatever angle you want. Also it's got these little slots in the back, so we can put our own timber in for a sacrificial block, set it 90 degrees. So when we're doing rails and stiles, we can bring it across, and as we know, stops the split out, etc. So everything else you'd expect from a router table, we have the same or similar clip-in rings to make the aperture bigger or smaller. So again, if we're using big monster size cutters, it will go in. Even if we're using just smaller detailing cutters, we can put the insert in to make the aperture around it smaller. Has the same adjustable style of fence, again extruded aluminium. It will slide in and out on the sides to reduce the size of the aperture around the cutter on both ways. And it has a gauge on each side, and that gauge means that we can use it to set the slide in and out to set up our workpiece according to whatever we're doing. These are just the normal thumb screws on the back, so we can tighten it all up very easily. And obviously, what's very important is dust extraction. Very easy to drop down and lock into place. Connected with a very large diameter hose to take big chippings away. Very easy to set up. On the front here, we also have the plastic fingers. So as we slide it in to wherever we want, we can just put a little bit of pressure on the workpiece. So as we're sliding it through, these fingers keep it to stop any vibration this way. And similarly, we have the vertical adjustments here to do the same. So what this means is it stops any chatter on the table or against the fence to give us a nice smooth cut. And it also acts that, as you've got a bit of pressure there, if the cutter tries to catch the timber, it stops it coming up and stops it shooting backwards. So it's very, very good. On here we have another guard, which is a clear plastic, so that once we drop it down over the cutter, we still visually we can see exactly what we're doing. Again, important feature on this is the no voltage release switch on the end, which means that should be having the event of a power cut or somebody pull a plug or a fuse goes, once that situation is remedied, the power comes back on, you haven't got a cutter that's just spinning around when nobody's in control of it. With the router connected to the table, we need to adjust the cutter height. If you use the Trend T11 in conjunction with any of these tables, what you'll find is the height adjustment is easily done from above, the only one that does it. So you can twist it one way to raise it and twist it the other way to lower it for the fine adjustment. Occasionally when we're using a router table, we have to do some curved formwork, and for that, neatly stored in the back here, we have a pin. So what we could do is we could set this, we can move this away. In fact, we can take it all off, it's so easy. We take the pin and it goes into the little threaded hole here, which now means that we can use the pin as a guide push to lean against to then roll onto the cutter for either doing any curved work. So this is the Trend PRT router table.